in the lower right-hand corner pocket of the screen. Great shot. So I said these guys shoot so straight. It's incredible.
Really started off with very high caliber here. Nobody playing themselves into this match.
Well, this is a big shot right here on the 2-hole. This is the toughest shot. Never a doubt, yeah.
Oh, it just stepped up and hit it, didn't it?
Right, he's going to play the 3. He wants to draw the cue ball back a little bit towards the 4, which is near the cue ball.
Let me ask you another thing, Mike. This is a race to 9 now. Up to this point, they've been playing race to 13. Yeah. Is there a different strategy?
Well, the best strategy is try and get 9 games first.
That's a good idea. You're going to win a lot of those, huh?
I think to try and get the lead. Of course, in a race to 9, the match is never over. One of the players could be leading 7-1 or 2. We saw it in the U.S. Open, and the other player came back to win. So in a race to 9, it's never over. Okay, he played a nice shot on the 4. He went 2 rails at the cue ball. Played the 6, drew the cue ball. He's a little straight on the 8. He didn't really want to be straight. He had to draw the cue ball back to the rail and out the center of the table again. And absolutely perfect. See, if you could do that, you'd run out all the time. Huh?
Yeah, this is pretty textbook stuff. It's an easy game, huh?
Looks simple, right?
So C.J. Wiley with the first racket. He leads at 1-0 over Earl Strickland, who can only sit and applaud his opponent. This is a men's semifinal. We're in Burbank, and we'll be back. This is the semifinals of the Los Angeles Open. I'm Barry Tompkins with Mike Siegel. 2-0, Wiley over Strickland now. Wiley just playing great. Strickland can only sit and watch.
Yeah, I think Earl's in. He's got his handfuls right now. CJ has shown no sign of weakness, and I think he's here to stay. Okay, he broke the balls, and he doesn't really have a shot at the 1 ball. He just can get by the 9. Again, he's going to try and play some kind of a safety. I don't see a realistic shot here. You can see the cue ball just has enough room to get by the 9, the yellow strike ball. You see from the overhead shot. He'd like to probably hit the cue ball, hit the 1 over here, and hopefully play some kind of a safe and hide the cue ball. Okay, now that... Okay, he let him see the 1. It's really not an easy shot, but I think he could have done better than that.
So now it's up to Earl Strickland to see if he can make C.J. Wiley pay.
Now, this is a pretty tough shot, especially for Earl's kind of opening shot to win a game.
Got it.
How did he hit it? Look at the speed. Oh, I think he's a little short. Look how tough that shot was. He caught the 1 in length of the table, hit it easy. The cue ball, if it would just come up another ½ inch, he could have had a shot at the 2, but I believe the 9 is in the way.
So what do you do here, Mike?
Well, it looks like he's going to jump over. You know, see, he can jump over the 9, but I think the cue ball may go off the table. That's what he's worried about. He's just going to kick here either. It looks like he's kicking hard. He's trying to get lucky. And he almost...
Did he? Yes.
Yeah, he did. Unbelievable, huh? Can you imagine? That's a marking. Now, see, he could have played it safe there, but he elected to what we call ride the balls. He hit them hard, hoped something happened, and sure enough, you just saw it.
Well, you talked about this match being a shootout, and so far it's really as advertised.
Yeah, it's exciting to watch. You never know what's going to happen. Okay, well, now Earl is in a pretty good situation. He has the 5, the orange ball. He'll probably just play it and stop the cue ball right there, just hitting a little below center. The 6 goes on the side. I don't know what he's going to do with this 8-9. Now, he may play for a combination, or he may try and play for the 8. He's playing for the combination.
9 ball goes, the game is over. And there it is.
And just like that, it's 2-1. And Earl Strickland taking every chance. In fact, both players taking every chance and making good on every chance.
Exactly right. And here we go. We're going to look at the replay. And look, he shoots the 8 inside. This shot wasn't hanging by no means. He had to hit it just right, and he hit it perfect. If he hits the 8 a little bit to the right of the 9, it may not have gone. Let's look at it from this angle. You can see he just hit it perfect. Yeah, in fact, he almost missed that.
C.J. Wiley 2, Earl Strickland 1.
Mike, let's talk about that while we watch Earl Strickland break here. You were saying that the pockets on this table were really small. In fact, we were looking at them before.
The pockets are very small, but what happens throughout the tournament, the tables have been playing absolutely perfect. The pockets are about a quarter of an inch smaller than what we normally play on, but with the camera lights and everything, it kind of opens the pockets up, makes them play a little bit easier because it's not as damp or humid. But, of course, going to this shot right now, Earl scratching the break. Now, the new rule we've put into effect is if you scratch in the break, normally the cue ball is behind the line and you would spot the balls. Now we play, everything stays down and cue ball anywhere on the table.
Does that make it a more offensive game?
Yeah, much more. It speeds the game up a little bit more, and it makes it much more of a penalty if you scratch in the break. CJ has, well, he's got a nice shot on the 3. The red ball, he's going to draw the cue ball back. Okay, looks like he's coming for the side pocket. He's okay, but he's got the angle to go up table, but I don't think he's too concerned about it. 5, the orange ball. I'll tell you what, these guys don't take, how fast do they play, huh?
No, very fast. It's interesting. We were talking about normally a race to 9 would take about an hour, and of course that's the length of our show here. We may have to tap dance for the last 15, 20 minutes, Mike. How are you at that?
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is this match may go 8-8 and may only take a half hour. Tell you what, CJ hasn't made any mistakes. He's playing very good. He's perfect position. He's going to play the H, just follow the cue ball a little bit. Straight on the 9.
And there it is, 4-3-1. C.J. Wiley taking advantage. Earl Strickland again. When you're in that seat, there's nothing to do except say, way to go, pal.
There's nothing you can do about it. All you have to do is just wait for an opportunity and hope something happens.
Both these guys really lose, too. You can see C.J. Wiley, even though he's not really been here. He's not done the television. He's not been under the lights. A very different kind of setting here than it is just across the way.
I guess he's hamming it up now. He likes it. I'll tell you what, kind of looking a little bit ahead. I think the winner of this match, now Johnny Archer's going very good. Winner of this match plays Johnny, and I think it's a tremendous advantage, though, to get a match under your belt, especially when you win it, then go right in. Johnny Archer hasn't played yet, so that could be a big factor in the next match.
So Wiley to break now, leading 3-1.
You see, he's breaking from that side of the table. Boy, he hit those hard. Oh, my goodness.
Everything everywhere, but nothing went down.
Now, let's look at this. Uh-oh, I see a little combo over here. We see the 1-9. We see the 1-9 right in this area right here. 9's got a very good possibility going in this corner pocket.
And remember to reiterate once again, the 9 ball, for all intent, the only ball that's important in this game. Oh, he missed it.
I'll tell you something. He moved a little bit on that ball, which is uncharacteristic of Earl's game. I noticed when he was getting ready to shoot. Watch what he does. You can see. He just overcuts the 9 a little bit, but it looked like, from my view, it looked like he moved a little bit, may have caused him to miss it. CJ. Look at this. Boy, that's pretty sweet there. He got a nice roll. He made a great shot. That combination was by no means easy. He's got the 1 straight in the side. He wants a little angle on the 2. It's either draw or follow the cue ball. See what he does. You see the 3 is up near the 9 ball, the yellow stripe ball. So that's his next position. He's going to follow this. A little bit of high left from 2 rails. He is perfect. Okay, he's going to play the 3. Now draw back a little bit. It's funny, too, because the pace of the players, they have to like it because each player plays so fast. A lot of times a player like this, like if I play one of these 2 guys, I try and slow my game down a little bit.
Just to make them slow down and take them out of their own rhythm, right?
Exactly right, yeah. But with these 2 guys, they're both, feeling fine. Okay, his concern now is obviously the 8, the black ball. He's got a stretch in the 5. 5 is easy, but he's worried about the position with the 6. The 6 is hanging up table. See, the 5 is a little straight. The problem is he can't reach it too good. Look at the stretching. He's got to draw the cue ball way down table. And he is, I don't know. Wait. Oh, my goodness. Look at that. He can't make it, I don't think.
Yeah, he doesn't like it.
But I think he's going to kick this ball in. Yeah, that's what he's going to do. See, he had a stretch and he drew up the rail. He didn't want to snooker himself behind the 8. He's going to kick the 6 ball in. He's going to try and hit the cue ball bottom to the rail there. He made it. He's got to worry about the 8. Unbelievable. Look at that shot. And then hit the 8 perfect.
Well, there have been some great shots in this match so far.
There's nothing you can do about it. Earl's just sitting there. He's even clapping for his opponent. Let's watch this shot again.
The 7 ball going down. That's live.
Okay, now he's going to play the 8, a little bit of low left English, I'm sorry. Come out center table, or actually towards the side rail. Get straight on the 9.
And this for 4-1 and a commanding lead in this semifinal.
Unbelievable. And he is just playing, as well as Earl Strickland is playing, C.J. Wiley is playing that much better. And Strickland says, what are you going to do?
Now let's look at this replay again. He kicks the rail. Now the funny thing is he hits the end rail, then hits the 6 to play position on the 7 ball. And the cue ball comes off the rail. If he'd have just gone straight at the 6, he may not have got a shot at the 7.
And C.J. Wiley just wants to keep doing what he's doing, because what he's doing is just fine. Thank you very much. 4-1, Wiley.
Hello, my name is Paul Brienza, and all my life I dreamed about making all the balls on the table with one stroke of the cue, and now I have the opportunity to see if I can do it. Fairy tales can come true, and it can happen to you.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Look at this in slow motion. Paul Brienza, the doc they call him. Look at this. Every ball on the table. I've been waiting for that one to come up for a long time.
I was just going to say, you don't see that a lot in tournament play, do you?
Once in a while, yeah.
C.J. Wiley still at the table, 5 games to 2. He's got the lead, and he's got the cue in his hand.
Now, he switched sides on the break, and I don't know if he made one or not. 1, 2, no, he didn't. Boy, that's unbelievable. You know, I swear, I watched the girls. They were making 2, 3 balls in the break every time, not even hitting them that hard. See, that was pretty smart. Now, C.J., as young as he is, he knew that he stayed on the other side of the table. He didn't make a ball in the break, and then he switched to the other side, hoping something good would happen. Well, Earl has a shot on the 1 ball in the side pocket. Okay, this is a pretty tough shot. He's got to play the 2 and just come right across the table, somewhere in the center of the table for the 3. Whoa. He's going to play a 3 in the corner, just follow the cue ball a little bit. This may be a little tricky. The 4 is hanging in the pocket, but the 5, the orange ball, as you can see, is up table. The position on the 5 is going to be a little tricky. You see, you have the I believe it's the 8 balls in the center of the table. He may flirt with a 9. See, watch. He hit it good, but he's a little bit more angle than he would like. As you can see, he wants to play the 5, but it's a little bit more than he like. But I think he's all right. Nice shot.
Rattle it in and out.
Well, I don't know. Well, yeah, he shot the 6. He just tried to draw the cue ball back. It was straight in. He may have been. Pockets are small.
I was just going to say, is that the small pockets we're
Yeah,
talking about?
I think so. Yeah, I think normally that may have gone in. When you shoot the ball down the rail, they go in, but when you shoot it wide, they don't go in. See, that's the trick they have to remember. Ooh, CJ is flirting over there. It's very important that he runs out this rack because Earl made a crucial mistake there. That's the kind of game you want to take advantage of.
C.J. Wiley.
He knows that. That's the first time he's taken time. See, he's powdering up. He wants to make sure he runs out this rack.
C.J. Wiley from Green City, Missouri. 600. So there's more people in the stands here than there are in his hometown.
And Earl's also from a small town. I think they live close to each other.
Yeah, Roseboro, North Carolina, where Earl Strickland is from. Wiley to break, leading 6 games to 2, and he got one to go that time.
Watch out. 8. Ooh. He's giving it the he doesn't know look. He made the 1 and the 2 on the break. The 3, the red ball, you can see, is in this area right here. But I believe that the 8 ball right here is in the way. I don't know if he can hit it or not, but I think he's either going to jump the cue ball. No, he has a shot. He's got a shot, so let's see what happens.
You got it. They made it look easy.
Oh, watch out. 8 ball again. See, now, you know what happened? If he could have hit, I think he had to spin or English the ball a lot to make the 3, and therefore the angle short, and that's why he wound up behind the 8. If he could have just shot it in natural, he wouldn't have been there. And he missed the 4. Well, I guess he shot that too slow or something. No, that was, he just tried to hit the edge of the ball. You can see he's hitting 1 cushion, 2 cushions. He just, oh, look, he just missed it by a quarter of an inch. If he'd have touched the 4, Earl probably wouldn't have had a shot.
Well, he just hasn't given Earl Strickland too many chances, and Earl's got a little bit of one here.
Look at this. What's Earl doing? 6-9. Wow. I can't believe he's going for this.
Missed it again.
I can't believe he went for that. I'll tell you the truth, the 5. He got a little straight on the 5. The run out was very easy. That you can see he shoots a 6. It looks easy, but those shots can be easily missed, especially when all the balls can go in a pocket. There was nothing tied up. That was a bad choice. I feel. When you're nervous, sometimes that's what happens. I've done that. You see the combination you want to go for it early, but realistically, you should have tried to run out.
Does it happen that when you're down 4 games as he is, you just want to get it back in a hurry?
Yeah, look at this. He's still got a break. Look at that. He banked the 6. It just hit the point. This could be a big swing here.
I didn't get anything to eat.
Earl said he's weak.
Earl works the room pretty good.
You look at the replay. He just
I
catches
had
the
to
point.
beat 2 of the greatest players in the world to get here.
Says he had to be 2 of the greatest players in the world to get here. That's true. Reyes and Mizrak.
Nice shot there. Watch out. This is a little tricky. He's going to have to play the 7 in the corner pocket. There's a possibility of a scratch.
The way I'm playing, I know I am.
And the cue ball is going to go away from the 8 ball, which means it's going to go to our right, as you see it here. So this is not automatic. He's hitting with a lot of extreme left English. Made a nice shot. He made it look easy. That was a tough shot. He went 3 rails with the cue ball. He's got a nice angle on the 8. A little bit of low left English. This is weak.
And he said it's weak.
I think he's all right, though, but he'd rather be a little straighter.
I kind of think that's the way he gets himself pumped up. There it is.
And so it is 6-3. Now, he did make this kind of comeback against Reyes. You and I were watching that match.
Yeah. Well, you never know. That's why these guys, both of them, are very explosive.
So Earl Strickland gets it back to within 3, but it's still C.J. Wiley is driving the bus. Strickland and Wiley in a semifinal match. Wiley leads it 6 games to 3, but it is Earl Strickland who's at the table now. The winner goes on to play Johnny Archer in the final. That's worth $21,000. This is the L.A. Open 9-ball championship. Good break that time.
He made the corner ball and the 1 ball. Now he's got a nice one. This is what they call a come shot. If he makes this, he figures to be in real good position. It's a lot of pressure on this one particular shot. He's going to have to play the 2. He's going to hit it. The cue ball's going to come to our left for the 3, the red ball. Great shot. That's a 29-year-old. After you hit 30, those don't look that easy anymore.
That table looks longer, huh?
Well, you got to be, you have to have the good nerves, good eyesight to continually make those shots. Now he's set himself up for a nice position. He's got the 5. He'll probably just look like he's going to pop off the rail, come on the center of the table. Went across table there. 6, little draw back for the 8 in the side.
Earl seems to be in a pretty good rhythm right now.
Well, that's how fast it can change. Like I said, there's a good possibility C.J. may not shoot again. See, so that thought is always in both players' minds. Perfect speed. Look.
Just like that. 6-4. Quick rack. No problem for Earl Strickland. He's back within 2.
talked about the fact that Earl Strickland is a good front runner. Well, he's also pretty good down the stretch, and that's really what he's showing here. In fact, he's shown that through the run of this tournament. Most of his matches, he's had to come from behind.
Yeah, what I mean, you know, people say when I say front runner, I mean that if he's in a position like he can win a tournament, regardless if he's behind by 5 or 6 or 7 games, if he does have the opportunity, he normally will take it off, as we say.
And he's bemoaning the fact publicly of how poorly he was playing. All of a sudden, now he's not talking about that.
Yeah,
the simple fact is he's not playing poorly.
Yeah. Now look at this. How do you like this break? He broke. He made the corner ball again. The 1 and 6 came up. You can see the 1 ball's in this area right here. He's going to try and play for the 2, which is down here. Earl moves his body out of the way. And he, boy, the balls are laying, the 3 balls could be a little problem. Shot that ball pretty hard. He was a little straighter on the 2 than you'd like, but I think he'll just play the 3, either hit it soft or go back and forth across the table. I think he's hitting it softly. 6 is there for protection. Now we'll play the 5, a little bit of low left English.
Let's talk ultimately 8-9 touching in the middle of the table.
Yeah, the 7, I'll tell you, 7, 8, 9 is actually the easiest 3 balls on the table, because once he gets on the 7, he can stop, 8 goes in, and 9. It looks like they're tied up, but the 8 goes. How fast was these 3 or 4 games?
This to get him within 1. Race to 9, remember.
And players, of course, I went through that for years. Things just happen for certain players, you know. It's tough to be. You know, things go the right way at the right particular time. And you're seeing a perfect example of that.
Earl Strickland gets to within 6-5 now, and he is on a run of 3 games. So it is Strickland and Wiley in the semifinals, and right now it is Strickland with a cue in his hand. Mike Siegel. This is a semifinal match in the LA Open. $21,000 to the winner. Earl Strickland now has been at the table for a long time. Now he'll sit, and C.J. Wiley will finally get up off the stool.
Okay, now you see Earl broke the balls. Watch his break now. He's been trying to get that corner ball in the top right-hand portion of your screen, but this time it kind of hung up there. But as you can see, the 1 almost goes in the side. Everything almost kind of goes in, but unfortunately, C.J. doesn't have a shot. The 9 is right, and this is a big luck factor of the game, how the balls roll after the break. So he really doesn't have an opportunity. I don't know if he can hit the 1 or not. Looks like he can.
It's been a game of runs, too.
Wow.
He did, and made a great shot.
I can't believe, look at this, in perfect position. Look at that shot. After sitting down for 3 or 4 games, coming this, I didn't even think he could hit the 1. Look at that. Unbelievable.
I was going to say, it's been a game, a match, rather, of streaks.
That was an incredible shot. Look at the speed control and the position of the 2 balls. Amazing. You couldn't put that ball any better there with your hand. That's why these guys are in the...
Yeah, that's right. That's true.
That was a great shot, especially after a 3 or 4 game swing there. Look at that. I mean, perfect. Now, he's really concerned about the 3 ball. I believe he's going to draw back. Yeah, he's going to play a 3 in the same pocket. He's got to be a little concerned about the 9 in this area and the 7 ball for the position. If he plays the 3, he's going to try and hit the cue ball kind of over here like this. He's really got to be concerned about getting safe. That's what he's looking at right now. He's not worried about making a 3. He's worried about where the cue ball's going. See, now, see, watch. Well, hold it. Whoa, 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 whoa. See if he hit that a little bit harder. See, he could have been safe, but he's got to, I think, it looks like the 4 may not be able to go right by. Ah, he played it off the 8. That was a great shot. That's what he's really concerned about.
But now the 8 comes back right in the path of the 5.
He looks like he must have enough room. He's not shaking his head.
Oh, yeah. Too much room.
Well, you know what? He maybe the 8 did affect the shot there. I really wasn't paying attention.
He got safe.
But Earl said he's safe. I don't think Earl has that word in his vocabulary.
Safe? No, I don't think so.
He's going to shoot at something here.
Safe.
He's probably going to want to either shoot the combination. He may duck though. I don't know. He's got a possibility of playing a safety. He's going for a combo. 5 into the 8. Another combo. He missed 3 combinations this match already. Look at this.
Does he catch a break? Yes.
Wow.
One deserves another.
That's not only that. It's not only did Earl not leave the shot, but it's very, very tough to kick because you can see the side pockets right in the way of the kick and going this way. So CJ, I don't even see how he can hit. He's got to really hit this with a lot of English. He's going to hit that with a lot of right English. Look at this. Oh, my God.
He not only hits the object ball, sinks the 9 ball, and wins the game. Big time shot.
Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. That's the kind of things you dream about when a guy makes a shot like that.
And
look at this shot. He hit it with extreme right English, hits the rail, just touches the 5, and cuts the 9 in the side pocket. What a shot. Dead center. Unbelievable.
And what a time for it to come. I mean, it swings the entire match. Looked like Earl Strickland was going to get right back into it, and all of a sudden he's looking at a 7-5 deficit. We'll be back with more from Burbank. Don't go away. Well, it has gone back and forth, and now it is Strickland still trailing, but it's 7-6. He won the tactical game, the first tactical game that we've had in this match. Makes a ball on a break.
Now look at this. And he made a ball, cue ball 1, easy shot, but he's got to worry about position. The 3, the red ball, is to the bottom portion of your screen. As you can see, the 3 ball is above this area. He's got an easy shot on the 1, but the position coming around this way is a little tricky. So he's going to have to figure out what he's going to do here. 6. These balls are going to have a little play in the game. Also, possibly this one and possibly that one.
How far ahead are you thinking, Mike?
The whole table, normally. I mean, realistically, when the good players get a shot at the 1 and the balls are open, they're normally looking to run out. They look 3 balls ahead. Go from the 1 to, let's say, the 2. And when they're shooting the 2, they look to go from the 2 to the 3, then the 4. It's this kind of a pattern. But I'll tell you, the shot is easy, obviously, but the position is going to be very, very tough. He really can't. He's got to go in between the 7, 6. He can't hit the 8. Let's see what he does here. Oh, my God. He wasn't trying to do that.
He just looked up at you and said exactly that.
That wasn't design.
Yeah, I think he was trying to go along the side rail there. He went right in between the 2 balls. He smiled at that. But that was he came right down that little path there. He was actually trying to come down this area. But we'll give it to him.
Now, the other thing that he does, too, I really think...
Wait a minute. What's he doing here? Wow.
Really think in his own way. He plays to the house, and he was playing to you in that last exchange. And all the while, C.J. Wiley's just sitting there, and he hasn't been involved in this. I think he's playing with C.J.'s head a little bit.
No, Earl's like that, but he just made a crucial mistake here. He's got a pretty tough shot on the 5. He went a little bit too far. This is by no means an easy shot. Great shot, though. Now he's got another what we call tester. He's got to play the 6 in the corner, hit it with high left English. He's probably going to go 2 times across the table. There we go. It's easier to shoot it that way than slow cut the ball. Now you still got to worry about the 8 ball. The 8 and 9, obviously, you can see. The 8 and 9. The 8 doesn't go in this particular pocket, so he's going to have to play hopefully land. I think he's going to follow this with high left. Yeah, he's going to play for the 8 in the opposite pocket. Perfect. He's going to play the 8 in this corner right here. And he's perfect. Bounce off the rail.
So this to make things dead even.
This is told this to be a close match.
Yep. Exactly as you said, exactly as advertised. We are tied at 7. It's a race to 9. So the match certainly is going to be decided in the next 2 games.
Hi, I'm Johnny Archer from Twin City, Georgia. Today I'm going to illustrate the break shot because the break shot is the most important game in 9-ball. The reason I'm breaking from the left rail is because we try to get a feel of where the best spot to break from on the table. And I think this is the best spot, so I'm going to try to hit the 1 ball as solid as I can. Now, the reason this is a good break is because I got a shot on the 1, and I can make the 1 and run out, and then that's the way you win a 9-ball tournament, and that's why I'm world champion.
Schwarzenegger here either.
Look at this now. Johnny really hits the ball. Actually, all 3 of these guys hit the balls close, but Archer's probably hitting just a little bit better right now. He's on a roll. He recently won the World Championship, and he's going to be very tough to beat.
And this has just been a wonderful match so far in the semifinals. 7-7. Nobody's going to lose this. This is only a question of who wins it.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. Okay, now see, he made that corner ball again. You see Earl broke. Corner ball with him. Now he's very close to the 1 again. You can see the 1 is right in this area. He's going to have to play probably a 1-4 combination. And then he's probably going to have to control the cue ball using the 5, the orange ball, or he may go around the 5. I'm not really sure how it looks. He's not really worried about making the 4, even though it's a pretty tough shot. He's also got to get a shot on the 1 after making it. Here's a good look at it. Get a perfect. Watch the speed of the cue ball. Wait a minute. Oh, whoa, whoa. Nice shot.
Got him that perfect shot.
He's got another little tricky shot, and you can see the 1 is right here, but he's 2 balls down there. Either he's gonna have to draw the cue ball or follow it. Okay, it looks like it's perfect. The speed is so important. People don't realize how tough it looks so easy. If he's a foot here or there, a lot of times you really screw up. And now he didn't get out quite as far as you would like, but I think he's okay. He'll play the 3, come towards us, the bottom portion of the screen, side to the right side now. Play a 5 in the same pocket.
I think the thing people don't realize is that the easy thing is making the ball. The hard thing is setting up the next shot.
Exactly right. I mean, these players, they can actually put the cue ball almost anywhere they would like. Now he doesn't like this. Unless he's straight with the side pocket, which is drawing back to the side. I don't know if he has that angle. He may be worried about this right in here, but he's going to try and cheat the pocket, draw it to the side rail, and come out over here. The speed is going to be very tough. Here we go. See this? Now that's very tough. If he had a little angle on the 6, he would have never gone in that area. That's what we call cutting across the line. You always want to, when you play position, you always want to go towards the ball, not across. You see the cue ball only had a little area to work with to stop and get perfect.
Important
How about
shot,
this shot?
and he gets it. That may be the most important shot of the match.
You know how tough that shot was? He just rolled it in. Now he's got another tough one.
I mean, that's a shot that if he doesn't make it, Wiley's up, shooting only at the 9 ball.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Wait a minute. Didn't get it. Boy.
It only happened one time later, but it is Wiley.
He said somebody dropped a cup, and I heard that. Right before he was ready to shoot, a cup dropped in the crowd. Well, there's a lot of pressure. I mean, it's, that was by no means a tough shot. The 8 was probably as tough, but the 9 is actually the winning ball. So there's a lot of pressure out there.
There it is. So what we talked about one shot ago happens now.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, though. A cup did fall. I heard that. And he just happened to shoot at the right time. You see the 8 ball. Look how tough this shot was. Look how thin he hits it. The ball could have skid. Anything can happen. It just dribbles in the hole. If he misses, it's an automatic loss. He hit it as good as he could hit it. The cue ball wound up a little close to the rail. And the 9 was a shot he usually would make. Now, here we go. Here's a shot. He's trying to cut the ball, but again, he hit it bad. He almost made it in the side pocket. You see the ball's coming over here.
Well, a tough break for Earl Strickland because he feels it wasn't only his mistake, it was somebody dropping a cup. We'll be back. C.J. Wiley now holds the match in his hand. He will break, leading 8-7. It's a race to 9. If he wins this game, he wins the match, and he moves to the final.
He looked up to us, and he said he wanted the OTB, which is on the break. The 9 meaning.
Not going to get that.
Well, he made one. Let's see if he gets a shot. So, well, wait, he's got a shot. No, he doesn't. It's never easy in the last game. We know that. Now, here you go. You see the cue ball is right in this area. He's actually not elevated. The 2, in the meantime, is blocked by the 7 right here. 2 does not go in this corner pocket. So there has to be some kind of safety, unless he's going to shoot at the 2-7 combination, which I highly doubt.
I'm sure at this point his heart's got to be beating like a hummingbird, which I don't think is great news. I mean, he could hit this to Sherman Oaks.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's even tough to play safe in this. Now, I'll tell you what the shot is. I think I see it. I don't want to talk too loud. I think he can hit the left side of the 2 ball. Well, I don't want to kind of tip the Duke here. Let's see what they do. We're kind of close to him. Well, he's looking. These guys are, you know, they've been around for a while. They've seen many different situations. What you have to do here, this is all personal. This is the part of the game where you just have to figure out, you know, I'm looking at this particular shot, hitting over here, and the cue ball coming up like this, and the tube coming over here. But I don't know. That's what I see.
That's what he tried.
Look at this shot. Oh, boy, that was... No, I don't think he tried to actually hit it real hard. Well, how do you like this? Not only did he hit it like that, the cue ball hit the point of the side pocket and left Earl a pretty good shot. He's got to be concerned about the 3 ball. The position, though, is going to be the tough part, hitting it low left English, going across the table. He's okay. He's okay, but the 8 may be a factor here. I'm not really too sure. It looks like he can kind of just draw the cue ball kind of over here, possibly like this, or just stay on the... Oh, look what he did there. Oh, my God. Right around the... He hit that with his... You know how tough that shot was? He hit it with what we call inside English to make the cue ball kind of come like this. That was unbelievably tough.
I think he feels the world owes him one right now.
Well, now, again, he's got a little angle on the 4 ball, but he's concerned about the position. The 9 may be a factor in the position play, and possibly even the 8, so. That was a good shot. And this is not by no means easy. It's a pretty good cut shot. Plus, he's got to control the cue ball. See, that's about as good as he could do. He would have rather been more in this area. I think is about as good as he could get there. This is by no means an easy shot. He may elect to hit the cue ball with high right English, or possibly spinning it, hitting with low left. That's going to be his decision. He can shoot it either way, so. Or he may even elect to play safe. I don't know. Now he's going for it. He's hitting with low left English, spinning the cue ball, hitting it probably softly. It went low left. Look at that shot.
Well, he almost forgot to make the 6 ball in the meantime.
Yeah, but look at the cue ball. This is another. This is, you know, kind of long green, pretty good angle. This is by no means an easy shot. Of course, they make it look that way. Now the cue ball's coming down for a nice shot. Okay, he'll probably play the cue ball, hitting a little bit of low left English, coming 2 cushions out. That's a favorite shot for most of the players. And you see the speed, perfect.
So this for 8-8.
There it is. It has gotten right down to what will be the final rack. 8-8, best of 9 wins.
Is this close enough?
Well, it all comes down to this. 8-8, Earl Strickland. C.J. Wiley, Strickland with a break.
Yeah, you got to kind of like, I think Earl's kind of in the driver's seat here with a break. Unless he scratches on the break, now that could be devastating. So he's got to control the cue ball.
And he got one down.
You see, he didn't hit him quite as hard. See, he wanted to control the cue ball. And he's got a realistic shot at the 1. He's probably going to play the 1 ball right towards the 8 right in here. Hopefully hitting it easy, and the 3 is right there, so the cue ball isn't going to go anywhere.
Do you see any problems here so far?
Well, he's got a good shot at the 1. He's really concerned about snookering the 3 ball with the 1 if he makes the 8. See, he makes the...
Oh, he just nudged it in.
Ooh. See, now he can make the 1. If he'd come a little slower, the 3 is in the way. Possibly can't make the 1. See, right here, now, if the cue ball is a little bit more in this area...
Well, I tell you, they talk about baseball being a game of inches. This is a game of millimeters.
Yeah. He's got... Wait a minute. Oh, he's got a little bit more angle than he'd like. Now he's got to play the cue ball and slide down in this area, come up like this for the 4, which is right here. This is a tough shot.
Nearly perfect.
All right, he's coming up. And he's a little short on that. He would rather have been there. So now, this is not automatic. Now, the 5 ball, actually, believe it or not, this is pretty tough. The 5 is surrounded by the 6, 7, and 9. It doesn't have a pocket, see. The 5 doesn't go. You get another shot at me, an overhead shot of this. You see the 5 doesn't go in this pocket up here, doesn't go there, doesn't go over here. He's going to have to come around the table, something. Hopefully, the 6 is actually blocking the 5 also. Look at this.
It's got to hurry.
That's a little too hard, though. Is it? See, I don't think the 5 goes in there. I don't think so. I think he's got to play the 5 over here, which is, I believe, not. No, maybe it does go in there. I guess it does. Looks real close.
It does?
Oh, yeah. Boy, that was close, huh? Well, Earl's gonna, looks like he's in a pretty good spot here. Play the 6 on the side, go up table, come back down for the 7.
I'm in line this time.
He's in line, he likes it now. He's straight on the 7. All he has to do is just about stop his cue ball.
And this for the match. There it is.
Great match.
And I'll tell you what, he gets to the final, and it has not come easy in the least. Plays to the house, sort of the North Carolina version of the chop. Little Chichi Rodriguez here, borrowing a little bit from everybody.
I think you see Earl there shooting the 7 in the corner pocket. It's so loud in here.
That was a wonderful match.
Yeah, it really was. And I'll tell you what, I think Johnny Archer now looking ahead is going to have his hands full with Earl. He's on a roll.
Earl Strickland moves to the final. He'll play Johnny Archer, and we'll be back right after this.
This ESPN program is brought to you by Brunswick Billiards, a tradition of excellence since 1845.
Hi, I'm Joanne Mason, U.S. Open 9-ball champion. I attribute my recent success to the Sure Shot Billiard Glove. It keeps my cue clean, eliminates all moisture and the powder mess. It will improve your game also. For immediate delivery, call 1-800-554-9201 or send check or money order to Sure Shot Incorporated, 752 Southwest 34th Avenue, Boynton Beach, Florida, 33435.
Pool's leading tournament and money winner. Mike Siegel's new video shows you the champion's way to win. Perfect 9-ball, 8-ball, straight pool. You'd expect to pay up to $29.95 each. For a limited time, this series is just $9.95 each. All 3 on one tape, just $29.85. To learn how to play the world's best perfect 9-ball, 8-ball, and straight pool. Order now and get Mike's bonus. 12 great trick shots.
Hurry, limited quantities available. Pick up the phone, order now. 1-800-776-8400. 1-800-776-8400.
Well, Earl Strickland outlasts C.J. Wiley to earn his way into the final, and outlast is the operable word in this scenario. Strickland is a winner, and it wasn't easy, and right now both players are with Kevin Cusick. Kevin?
Okay, Barry. Well, C.J. Wiley, you did get outlasted. I don't know if you got beat. It was really one person that just outlasted the other. First of all, great match.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You know, you had an excellent combination. If we can take a look at it here in the replay, excellent combination on the 5-9. You had a comment on that?
Well, I was playing the shot, but it's real difficult. I really just wanted to hit the ball and hope the 9 might get close, but I made it, so.
Okay, well, C.J., you've got nothing to be disappointed about after losing to Earl Strickland, one of the top players. You also had only one other loss in the tournament, and that was to Johnny Archer. We will see him in a later match in the final, but this man here will face Johnny Archer. First of all, congratulations. We've seen you in the winner's circle, and welcome back.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. It's good to be here again. It's been a while since I've made an appearance on television in the finals. CJ played a heck of a match. A couple of times when he broke, he didn't get a shot off the break, and that's really what kept him from blowing me off the court. And the fact that I missed a couple of balls in the beginning. I was timid, and he wasn't. I was really surprised. But I'm looking forward to playing Johnny. He's a strong player.
Well, never a dull moment with you. You like to work the crowd. You also did a great job of working the table. Let's take a look here at the 5-9 combination, or the 8-9. Take a comment on that.
Well, that was a pretty simple shot, nothing like CJ's, I'll tell you. But that ball was hanging right in the hole, so if I would have missed that shot, I would have really been in trouble.
Okay, Earl Strickland is on his way to the final. Barry, back to you.
Kevin, thank you very much, Kevin. And Earl Strickland does go through to the...
The city of Burbank provides the stage, but the best in the world in this country's fastest-growing sport provide the stories. As we come to the final now, the $100,000 Los Angeles Open 9-ball championship. The stars in Hollywood on this particular night are shining in Burbank. And we welcome you to the Burbank Hilton Conference Center in Burbank, California. And we come now to the final. Started with a field of 64. It is now just down to these two, Earl Strickland and Johnny Archer. And Johnny Archer playing tremendous coming into this final. He has not yet lost a match. As we take a look at how these players got here, and Archer got here by beating C.J. Wiley. Conversely, Strickland getting here exactly the same route. He also beat C.J. Wiley also beat Steve Mizrak to get here. So Strickland comes in here playing great, and so too does Archer. And hello again, everybody. I'm Barry Tompkins, along with four-time world champion Mike Siegel. And Mike, it really is a thing that you look forward to in an event like this all week long. You hope the two hottest players are going to get to the final, and that is exactly what's happened here.
Yeah, again, both players are very young. They're very aggressive. They both break incredibly hard. They shoot straight. They're not afraid of anything. Both styles cause, it looks like it's going to be a tremendous finals. Like I said, the players are very flashy. Strickland, he's more a little bit flamboyant, where Johnny Archer is a little quieter, but he lets his cue stick do the work.
And Earl Strickland really is a guy that when he gets this far into a tournament, he just seems to go ahead and play that extra game and go ahead and win it.
Yeah, he looks incredible. I mean, really what's happened is Earl has played all day today. Now, he beat Mizrak, he beat a couple good players. He's already played once. He won a match with C.J. Wiley. Johnny Archer, on the other hand, even though he's in the finals, he hasn't hit a ball today. It's all new to him, the lights, everything else. So I think I would have to guess that Archer, in my mind, is a favorite only because he recently won the world championship. But I think Earl Strickland is kind of going good. I call this a dead even match.
Strickland, though, of course, is very familiar with the lights, as you mentioned, and the television. Johnny Archer hasn't won on television.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see exactly what happens. I've been watching. I watched Johnny practice. He's hitting everything in the heart of the pocket. So, hey, it's a race to 9. I hope it's going to be a good match. I think it's going to be a very close match again.
All right, before we get started, let's take a look at the rules in 9-ball competition, and they're pretty basic. The 9-ball is the ball to watch. It's a race to 9. First player to run 9 racks. The balls are shot in numerical order, but if any object ball happens to hit the 9-ball and the 9-ball goes in a hole, then that game is over. The winner always breaks. We'll talk about the other 2 rules as we go along. 9 balls, this for the title in Los Angeles. And with that, we come to the lag. This for break, of course, closest to the rail. Earl Strickland on the left of your screen, Johnny Archer on the right. And it looks as though Archer's going to get the best of this. So the scene is set, and this now for the championship, $21,000. Not exactly chopped liver we're talking about here.
Yeah, exactly right. Well, both players, I'll tell you, the opening, it's nice to win the lag. Sometimes the opening break can determine the pace of the match. A lot of times, if Archer gets off to a roll, you know, maybe a 9 in the break we saw earlier, Strickland was breaking. A couple times he made 4 balls in the break. So, and believe it or not, both players have run 9 racks before, so you never know what's going to happen. The opening shot could be very important. Well, let's see what happens. You notice both players are breaking from the rail. Now, Archer prefers that side, where Strickland has been kind of changing back and forth. We're getting good results. One goes in the side and the corner ball. The one almost went in the side. As hard as he hit those balls, nothing went in. That was unbelievable.
That's really amazing. And as you said, watching them practice on almost every break, they were getting 3 and 4 balls.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. You see the way the table lays. Now, Earl has a bank cross side. Now you can kind of play the bank in here, this pocket, but I think what he's concerned about is the 2-ball. The 2-ball in this area right here is kind of tied up, doesn't really have a pocket, so he's probably going to play it safe, which he did. That was a smart shot. But unfortunately, he got a little careless there. He was trying to actually put the cue ball somewhere in this area, hopefully, snookering the 1-ball, but he left Johnny a shot. Again, Johnny is, of course, they're not playing foul on all balls, so even if he touches the blue ball, sometimes they play for you to touch any ball. It's a foul. Well, here we go. Well, it's the opening game. Little jitters. That was a little tough shot. He's jacked up over a ball. That's, you know, he had to put a lot of English on that ball, so that was very missable.
Well, early on, it's that feeling out process, the sparring, if you will.
Well, again, getting back to, you know, Johnny, he's really hasn't performed his best games in the final match, especially on TV. We've seen him before, earlier playing in the U.S. Open. He had Buddy Hall 7-1 and then wound up losing the match. So I'm sure that's working on his mind. But again, now you see Earl really didn't get the position he wanted. He made the 1, but his problem is the 2-ball. He can bank it cross side. I don't think he's going to cut it down the corner. But probably the right shot would probably be play safe here. I don't know. Looks like he's playing safe. That's the right shot. Great shot. You see the cue ball's actually behind the 9, 3, 5. Again, here we go with the luck factor. You see the shot right there. Now it's in a straight line. He's going to try and hit the cue ball into the cushions. Somewhere in here. Hopefully hit the 2, and hopefully something good happens. Good hit.
Did anything good happen? No.
No. See, sometimes when the players are playing, they can play it safe on a lot of shots. Sometimes you just have to, what they say, swing to hit it and hope something happens. So that's, you know, another, like I said, the luck part of the game. Well, Earl's going to play the 2 on the side. All right, he's really not in great position. He's got the 3 up in the corner, but I think he was playing after the side pocket. It's a nice shot. 4 in the corner. See the 5, the orange ball is laying in the center of the table.
Earl wants to play up tempo when he gets it going, and he has it going a little bit right now. You can see no nonsense, just step up and hit it.
Yeah, once he gets his mindset to run out, you see his pace really picks up quickly. That was a nice shot. He played the 6, went 2 cushions around the 8, totally took the 8 ball out of play. And he has a similar shot on the 7. He could play this. Looks like he's going to draw the ball. Okay, see, a lot of times they have different choices how he could have shot and fouled it 1 rail up table. I think that was the right shot. Again, he has another shot. He'll probably foul this 2 cushions. 1, 2 cushions, float towards the 9. Speed and
perfect.
How does he like it?
Not bad. So this for the first game. And he made it look pretty easy. Earl Strickland jumping out to a quick 1-0 lead. Did it in very impressive fashion and did it in typical Earl Strickland fashion. We'll be back.
This ESPN program is brought to you by Brunswick Billiards, a tradition of excellence since 1845.
A message from the Professional Billiards Tour.
Hi, my name's Kim Davenport. I'm along here with a few of my fellow touring pros, and we'd like to invite you to join us on the Pro Billiards Tour. For the first time ever, you can become an associate member of the Pro Tour. Here's how.
To order your tour membership, call 1-800-225-1234. You'll receive Pro Tour credentials, the Pro Tour monthly newsletter, and other fabulous membership benefits.
So call now to get rolling on the Pro Tour.
Earl Strickland has won the first game of the match. Race to 9. First player to 9 wins the championship and a check for $21K. Ooh, scratched.
Now,
how many balls went down?
Let's see, we got 4. So he made 2 balls in a break. The thing is, see, now ordinarily the 1 is behind the line. Ordinarily the 1 would spot. All the balls that went in get spotted. Now, see, we watch the break. Now he makes balls in the break. See the 5, the corner ball went in. Cue ball's going right towards the side. Boom. And also another ball went up table. Now, normally, Johnny wouldn't have a shot, but with these new rules, Texas Express, he's got to put the cue ball anywhere on the table he wants. And his concern is the 2 ball right now. This was he's got the 2 into the 7, but he has to worry about he has to worry about making sure the 2 stays near the 7. He's going to play the 2 into the 7. He's concerned about the cue ball coming in this area. That was a great shot. You know, he killed that cue ball. Unbelievable. He had a pretty good angle in there. He just, what we say, killed the cue ball. I thought it would go behind the 9, actually. You see, he shoots the ball. I thought the cue ball would kind of come over here. And look how nice he hits this shot. Just touches the 7.
Perfect touch.
Great shot. There's another good shot.
All right, cue ball back down for the 3 ball. The red ball is the next shot.
You see, he's got a shot on the 3, the red ball. Now, he's going to try and shoot this in very easy, a little bit of right English. All right, now the cue ball's in the center of the table. And there's our commissioner, Don Mackey, commissioner of Pro Pool, looking on. Ooh. Okay, now Johnny hit that shot a little bit of low right English, 2 rails. You notice the players like to use 2 rails a lot. It's easy to control the cue ball.
Earl Strickland just looking on. That's all you can do in this game. There is no defense. You can only play defense when you got the cue stick in your hand.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. 1-all. just like that, no problem. Each player opened the door for the other, and each ran through, and that's the story of the first two games. It is a race to 9. Johnny Archer, Earl Strickland. This is the final of the LA Open. Each man has made it look easy in a game they've won. We welcome you back to the Los Angeles Open. This is the men's final. Johnny Archer and Earl Strickland. And there's a familiar face to anybody who's ever followed pocket billiards at all. Steve Mizrak, former partner of mine. Guy sat in your seat, Mike.
Yeah, he's sitting next to Johnny Archer's girlfriend, Shannon. I'm sure she's pretty nervous right now. Another good break. One on the side. That's very characteristic. Look at this nice little bump down. Well, the two, there you can see when the guys break from that side of the table, the one has a tendency to go on this particular side, and the same if, let's say, somebody breaks on the other side of the table. So that's a shot they're almost playing. Watch this now. Watch the weight. Now, Johnny weighs, what, about 100 pounds?
It's amazing that he could generate so much power.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a guy who looks like his personal trainer is Gandhi.
All right, now the ideal shot here would be he can hit the cue ball, maybe hopefully land it over here and play a safe. He went the other way. You see, he's got him a little hooked, but I think Earl can jump this. The 9 is only a little in his way. See the look? I think he should have gone the other way on that, possibly. Now, here we go. Earl's looking. I don't know if he can hit this or not, but I guarantee one thing, if it's close, he's going to be elevating this cue. And here we go. Look at this shot. Oh, my God.
Big time shot.
He actually jumped over the 9. Look at that. You know how tough that shot was? People just can't realize how tough that shot was.
That's because you guys make it look so easy.
Yeah, look at this shot. He jumps over the 9. Watch this. Cue ball in the air. Hits the 2, and never a doubt. Three on the side. That was actually probably about as tough. Now he's got to play the 4. He's got to make sure he draws the cue ball somewhere in this area, hopefully for the 5. And that's good speed.
Nearly perfect.
Yeah. Well, he's going to play the 5. He's going to kind of go up table. I think follow this ball, a little bit of high left English. Hitting the cushion, coming down. You can see where the speed is so important. Look, I mean, boom.
I'd say neither one of these guys take prisoners. This is a case of when you get at the table, you stay there.
Yeah. Okay, he's probably just going to shoot the 7 and easy with a little bit of left English, then play the 8 up in the far corner. He's got an angle. Now let's see. Yeah. That was a good shot. Played 8 up in the corner. Another routine type.
Yeah.
I don't know what that 2 ball.
And we played 4 games, and each player has just destroyed the other in 2 of them. So now it's Johnny Archer's turn to sit, and it's Earl Strickland's turn to play. And it has been a tremendously well-played final so far. 2-2, race to 9.
Pool the Master's way and learn from the best. 2 of America's favorite instructional videos are now available only through this special TV offer. Get tips from Steve Mizrak, Pretty Boy Floyd, Iwa Mataya, and other pool greats. Now for a limited time, you can order both videos for the price of 1. Learn the secrets of breaks, banks, defense, position, angles, and trick shots like the Massey and the jump.
Take it from me, The Miz. When you purchase Pool the Master's way and learn from the best, you'll learn everything you need to know how to shoot pool like a pro. With these 2 tapes, you can do almost anything, except beat me.
World champion Steve Mizrak takes you through the best way to improve your game. Call the number on your screen and we'll send you this wonderful 2-video cassette collection for just $24.95 plus postage and handling.
2 for the price of 1? How can you go wrong?
These videos have never been offered together, and they are only being offered for a limited time. Act now while supplies last. Call 1-800-634-1200. That's 1-800-634-1200.
Hello, I'm C.J. Wiley from Dallas, Texas, and this is a shot I call the butterfly shot. I'm going to make all the balls in all the pockets. Floats like a butterfly right in the pocket.
And when he said all the balls, he meant all the balls, including the cue ball. And there's C.J. Wiley. He's looking on here. Good player. You really like him a lot, don't you?
Yeah, he's a great player. Yeah, he was a little unlucky, I think, to lose his match. But hey, he's young. He's got a great future ahead of him. Well, Earl just pounded the balls. I wish they had one of those radar guns that could. I don't know how. Somebody said I think the cue ball travels about 20, 25 miles an hour, but to me it seems like 100 miles an hour.
A short space. That's pretty quick.
Yeah. No, Earl's got a bank. He's going to try and bank the one cross side. If he makes this, 2 is in your pocket. He has a pretty good opportunity. Ooh, oh, wait a minute.
How do you like it? Exactly the idea you had in mind, right?
Sorry.
Yeah, great. Well, that's the luck part of the game. That's a shot. A lot of times you bank it.
I need all I can get against this youngster, though.
Now let's look at this. Here comes the replay. Banks the one. You see it hits the point right there, right up the rail. Seen it happen many times before. Okay, now this shot was.
Yep.
Well, now Earl's got another
one. Huh?
Yeah, Earl's talking now. He's commentating for us, so he's gonna have to bank the 3, hold the cue ball right there for the 4. He's gonna bank the 3 cross side. Another point, but this time it didn't go in.
He just walks up and hits it. It's just no nonsense.
Well, I mean,
that way anyway.
now I don't know if Johnny can see. The 8 looks like it may be in the way. I don't think so. Johnny looks like he's got up there. He's got a little problem with the position. The cue ball has to come somewhere in this area, possibly around the 4. Or he's just going to draw the cue ball over here, let alone the 3 ball. It's a pretty tough shot. It looks like he's going to just follow it one rail. Okay, he just happened to graze the 4, but making the ball is the important thing. He got away with it. Those shots look so easy when you're up there and you haven't been hitting them too good.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah. See, when you get in this position, now it's pretty nice. He's got the 4 ball, you see. He's got a little angle. I think he's just going to follow this, yeah. He's going to follow a little bit of right English, hit the cushion, come back down. See, the players use a lot of English, but you really don't notice it. They use English, but they don't spin the ball so much. A little touch here, a little touch there controls the cue ball.
The operable word, I think, is touch, too. I think there's a tendency to think that because these guys are so good, they really have a tendency to overpower the ball. And the only thing they really overpower is the break.
Yeah, exactly right. Now, here's a shot. He's going to hit this again with high right English. Cue ball's probably going to come down in this area. There you go. Again, the speed. You see how the speed is so important. And he's got a pretty good shot on the 8. He's got a little angle, but I think he'll just... All right, he's going to slide the cue ball. You know, some players would have rolled down. He'd elected to hit it firm, which I think is the correct shot. When you roll it, you know, your nerves come into play. And he's got a good shot on the 9.
4-3-2. So again, this is a match that is being played at a very high caliber. Neither player making very many mistakes, and when one does, the other pays. So another look at the 9 ball, and that for a 3-2 lead for Johnny Archer. Johnny Archer at the table now, playing Earl Strickland in a game that has been really everything that's advertised.
It's really surprising that nobody has run a couple racks throughout the tournament. These guys run 3, 4, 5, 6 racks, and I think both players are thinking it's only a matter of time before one of them kind of like gets out of the gate and does it. Well, let's watch if this one goes in the side pocket. Ooh, almost.
Got the 5 down.
I believe the corner ball went in, but the 1, as you can see, is kind of up table. And he has no shot, but I think he's got to play some kind of a safe here. You see the 1 ball's kind of in this area right here. Cue ball down here. Really doesn't have too much of a shot. Well, again, this is personal judgment now. He could hit the 1 on the right side, the left side. He can hit it soft. I don't know what the safety plan is here, but he is definitely playing a safe. Well, he tried to go behind the 6, the green ball. Very, very tricky shot. So he tried to put the cue ball behind the 6. He actually bumped it. Now, Earl can hit the 1, but I don't think he can make it. It looks very close. Side pocket. I don't know if he can hit it, possibly play it in the side pocket here. It looks very close.
I'm going to play safe one time, Mike.
Earl said he's going to play safe once. That's very uncharacteristic of Earl.
It's maybe the only sport in America where the player can comment on the color commentator.
I hope you got
There
that
you
right.
You heard that, didn't you, Mike?
If the player's Mike, then it really is a dialogue here between Earl Strickland and Mike Siegel alongside me.
I don't think when C.J. Wiley and Earl played, did they ever play a safe?
I don't. That was all offense, wasn't it? That semifinal game.
Well, this match, this is really a very slow pace for these two guys. Now this is very tough. I think what he's going to try and do here is hit. You see, he's stuck on the. He's going to try and hit the cue ball about here, come down like this, and hit it like this. Very tough. Or he may just be going right at the one. Oh, there you go. Yeah. He couldn't just come to this angle and come into the one. I think the 3 was blocking. So that was a tough hit.
So now it gives the edge back to Earl Strickland.
Well, Earl's got cue ball in hand on the 1. The 2, blue ball right here, I think he's going to be in the same. He's playing it up in the corner pocket, or possibly even the side. See, he has his options there. Probably play it in the side. He's playing it up in the corner. Ooh. See, again, there's a lot of players have their own choices how they like to play the shots. 3, you see the 4 is right there. He's going to hit this a little bit of low. He's got the 6. Oh, Earl looked pretty intelligent there. Maybe it's he's getting a little older, huh?
Wiser.
Okay, you see he's got a little bit more angle on the 7 than he would like. I think he's going to. It looks like he's drawing a little bit of right English. Come out in the center of the table again. Uh-oh. This looks a little. This is what they call 50-yard line. It doesn't easily go on the side, and it doesn't easily go in the corner. This is a tricky shot.
Stay out of line.
You notice the shot? Okay, he's elected to cut it in the side. He's going to go 3 cushions with the cue ball. He made it. Nice shot.
Just perfect, and this will tie the match at 3-all.
These tobacco croppers stay out of line too much.
All right, he's going to play the 9, a little bit of left English.
And knocks it in. And we're tied at 3.
I cropped too much tobacco years ago.
Oh, you see the shot. Earl plays the 8 in the side pocket. Hits it very thin. That was a very tough shot. And the cue ball comes 3 rails. Perfect for the 9.
Earl talking about cropping tobacco back. Roseboro, North Carolina is home. Lives now in Greensboro. Recently married. His wife Lisa's here.
Okay, now they're both breaking for the same side of the table. Let's see what happens. It's really surprising nobody's really taken a little lead here so far. Wow, how hard did he hit those balls? 1 or 2 balls went in.
Corner ball.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Corner ball went in. Okay, he's got a nice shot on the 1. Here's the 1 ball right here. 2 is down in this area. I think he's going to play the cue ball to come down like this, somewhere here for the 2. 2-3 combination. There we go. That's how much I know. Looks like the 2 goes right by the 9. From up here, you couldn't see that. All right. Well, that even made it really nice.
And once again, as you pointed out earlier, you could see him just pick the tempo up when he thinks he's got a chance to run the table here.
Well, when the balls lay with what we call good, you know, he picks his tempo up, same as Johnny Archer. But
Still out of line.
All right, look at the shot Earl played. There was a great shot. Played the 5 with high left-hand English, caught the side rail, went 3 rails to the cue ball. Perfect spot on the 6. Barry, when are you going to get out there and do this?
I tell you, I watch this, and I just think, no problem. I ought to be able to do that. And then I get out there and try to do it, and I realize what's involved here.
It's so difficult. People at home just cannot realize, if they haven't played pool or just beginners, how tough this really is.
That's the problem, is that when it's done at its best, it just looks like anybody in this house can go out there and do it.
And Earl Strickland now has poked his nose in front. Johnny Archer nods and says, yeah, what am I going to do? All I can do is sit here and watch. 4-3, Strickland. And you look at the girlfriend of Johnny Archer. That is Shannon, sitting next to Steve Mizrak. Everybody looks small next to him. I kind of like sitting next to Steve Mizrak.
Here we go. Let's see, he broke 1, 2, 3. He didn't make a ball in the break. Watch this. Well, he didn't make a ball in the break. You see the balls are actually, all the balls are under the side pocket. Cut back to that in a minute. With the exception of the 4 ball, which is in this area. All the balls are kind of in this area. So he has a shot on the 1. He can play the 1 in the side pocket, but you see the 2 is here. That's a little tied up. 3 and 7, they're a little tied up. This is what they call a tricky run out. He may even elect to bank the 1 and draw the cue ball back. See, if he plays the 1 on the side, he may hit the 7. Something may happen. If he shoots it directly in. I didn't like that shot. I think I would have elected to bank it. He could have banked it, actually drawn back, played the 2 into the 9.
So he's got some problems here.
Yeah. He played a very poor shot there, very poor.
And there you see the layout of the table here is everything.
Realistically, he could have banked the 1 on the side, drawn the cue ball in this area, and played the 2-9 into this corner pocket. So he just wasn't thinking in that particular shot. He can hit the 2. I think he's got a good shot for a safe. Hit the 2 towards the side pocket, which he did. Nice shot. Great shot.
Tough.
You can see the 9 balls right here. It's actually in the way of the path. 2's up in this area. I think a 2-4 has a chance to go.
Mike, are you watching?
Huh? Here we go. Okay.
You know, I was Air Strickland before there was Air Jordan.
Earl's Air Strickland. So here we go. Obviously, the 9 is in the way. So watch the 90-degree loft here. And let's get a shot of this. Cue ball will go airborne. He missed it, but he gave it a shot.
Yeah, he did give it a shot. Gives you your money's worth, doesn't he?
Yeah, he sure does. Yeah, there's no, you know, he's firing at you. See, he jumps. Watch how the cue ball jumps over the 9. Tough shot. I mean, hitting it was for him no problem, but making it, that was something else. Well, Johnny's got a pretty good shot here. He's got to make this ball. Great shot.
Rattled it in.
That was what they call that was a very tough shot, but he had to make that ball. He had to make that ball to get his confidence back. But I'll tell you what, this is pretty tricky. See, the 3 is right here. Now the 4 is in this area. If he just stops the cue ball, he may have a little gap in between here to play the 4. But he's so straight with the ball, he's got a little gap kind of over here, a little gap kind of over here for the position. So this is very, very tricky. If he had a little angle, he could actually move a ball or possibly put the cue ball in another spot, but that's his problem. It's very easy to get snookered on this particular shot. All right. I don't see what he's... Looks like he's putting a strong draw on it. Wow. How about that?
I'll say it's a strong draw.
How about that shot? He didn't want to take any chances. Look at that shot. Length of the table draw. Can you believe that? Look at he draw that cue ball. He hit it extremely low in this area. Fouled through. Unbelievable. And look where he positioned that cue ball. Went all the way, actually all the way up, table down like this. Now he's got to play the 4. It's still not over with. He's got a tough shot on the 4. Missed it. Oh, he made it. Rolled it in. Cue ball's coming. Look at the gap he's in there. If he can catch us on the overhead. He's right in this gap, right in here, in between the 8 and the 7. Very, very good. Nice shot. I mean, look where he positioned. Do you see where he positioned the cue? Oh, unbelievable, was it? Look where he put that cue ball. If he goes a little too much or not enough, he's snookered. Now he's coming out in the center of the table. Center of the table is your friend in pocket billiards. You'll learn as the years go on. He's going to play the 7. Looks like he's just going to draw it a little bit. Okay, now he has his option of playing the 8 in the side. I think he's going to play it in the side. Just draw it, a little bit of low left English. All right, there's a good view of it. And that was a very tough run out under the circumstances.
So he's got it back going.
Wow, that was
Under the circumstance, that may be the toughest run out he's made in years.
Draws the compliments of his opponent, Earl Strickland. It's 6-4 in this men's final in L.A.
And I won.
Hi, my name's Kim Davenport, and I'm from Modesto, California. I'm going to shoot what we call a jump shot here today. It's probably the most exciting shot in competition pool. What I'm going to do is elevate my cue stick down on the cue ball. The cue ball will go into the bed of the table, over the 8 that has me snookered, and I want to hit right before the 1 or right on the 1 so the cue ball doesn't jump off the table. And if you have any problems with this shot or any other, please consult your local billiard room.
All right, Earl's breaking.
So now Earl Strickland with the break, and did anything go?
No, nothing, but Johnny Archer. Johnny Archer can hit the 1. Well, well, he's up to the table. You can see the 1 is right in this area. He really doesn't have a realistic shot. The bank, he can't really bank it down in this area. These balls are in the way. It's actually even a tough safety. This, again, this comes to the player's choice of what he wants to do. He really doesn't have a realistic shot here. He's got to play, I think, some kind of a safe. Of course, he wants to shoot. He's tired of playing safe. You know, you get up to the table, you want to take advantage of it.
But what do you do? I mean, is there any way you can make this ball?
Well, not really. I don't think so. See, a lot of people, there's a lot of shots that come up in the pool they really can't make, or they're what we call low percentage shots, and the professional players very rarely shoot those. Unless maybe they're, you know, they just say, ah, the heck with it, and they just go out. And a lot of times that may change the whole match around. But, you know, this match is still a pretty close match. If Johnny wins this game, it's 8-7.
Oh, yeah.
His break, I mean, this is by far from over. So this is an important shot. See what he tried? He tried to put the 1 actually behind the 6 and the 5. You can see it up here. He tried to position the 1 actually in this area. Stop the cue ball, hopefully even behind there, but he let Earl hit it. Earl's probably going to play a... He may elect to bank the 1 in here, let the cue ball kind of come down somewhere for the 2 in this area, or he may just play a safety.
Going blind now.
It's almost a free shot here. It looks like he's got a pretty good opportunity to bank the 1 like this. Cue ball maybe comes like down here somewhere, and there's the 2. And I don't think he's playing safe. No, he is playing safe. Wait a minute, watch this. Oh my goodness, look at that. Wow. Earl looked up here, there's no way that ball could scratch. We could see it from here. Look where that ball went.
First time he's played safe.
Watch this. Watch the cue ball. He played safe. He puts the 1 in there. Watch this cue ball coming down. Watch this. I don't even know how it went. And it went into the right side of the pocket. That's... Well, here we go. I mean, we're talking about it. Johnny's got a good opportunity to win a game. You never know what's going to happen in this pool, huh? It's not like Lee Trevino walking up with a 3-stroke lead. He's on the green. You're probably 10 feet away, you know? You never know what's going to happen in this pool. All right, he's got the 2. He's going to follow the cue ball, a little bit of right English. Follow the 2. He wants to get straight in the 3. See, he's shaking his head. This is really put the cue ball in a tough spot.
That's a tough shot right there, isn't it?
Well, it's not only that, but the position on the 4. See, he's got to hit this. I would say he's got to hit this with a high, probably left English. Have the cue ball kind of go across table. He's got to hit this with a high left. You see the 4 ball. The 4 ball's way up. There we go. The 3 really doesn't go on the side. It's got to go in the corner. And he's worried about really the 4, which is just out of your screen, the upper right-hand, the lower right-hand portion of the screen. This is very tough. He's got to follow this ball. I think he's going to hit it with high left English. Let's see what happens. Look at this shot. Oh, my God. Do you know how good he hit that ball? He had to float the cue ball in between the 7 and 6, punched it, changed the angle, and then drifted over for the 4. Watch this shot. He plays the 3. You see the cue ball hitting over here. He could have actually hit the 7, hit something else. Hits it perfect. Unbelievable. That's one of the best shots I've ever seen.
That good?
fantastic shot. And it's not over with yet. This is not automatic. Believe me, he's got the 4. He's got a lot more angle than he'd like. All right, he just rolled it in. That was under the pressure. That's maybe one of the toughest shots he ever shot. Very easily missed, and the position was incredibly tough. But that should be nothing for the world champion.
No, exactly. That's why he is.
Well, he's in a pretty good spot now. You see, he's got a perfect angle on the 6. He's going to play the cue ball, probably come somewhere in this area. Hopefully he doesn't scratch. And you see he's perfect in between the 7, 8, 9. Play the 7, draw a little bit. 8's kind of on the rail there. Well, now this is starting to get interesting.
Oh, yeah, this for 8-7 with the break, as you said.
And the funny thing is, Earl really doesn't have to shoot again. These guys are very capable of running 5, 6, 7, 8 racks. This is starting to get serious. You can almost hear a pin drop in there now.
I said earlier, this is a pretty knowledgeable crowd, too. People come here, people play.
Okay, he's all right. He drew back. It was kind of like take your best shot type of deal, but he's got the 9. It's a little cut, but he should make it. When you're that close to the ball with not a severe cut, it's not that tough.
Rolls it in. 8-7. Much to the joy of his girlfriend Renee and the rest of the crowd here.
The ball had to drift. The ball I play safe on. The 2 ball had the whole pocket block.
Earl said the ball had a drift. He's
I called his girlfriend Renee. Shannon is her name. Let me set that straight before I get the entire family on me.
You want to come in at an angle, you get to...
You know, it's funny. They both made a 9 in a break before in practice. And it's amazing. I don't think we've seen a 9 go on the break.
No, I don't think we have. Didn't happen in the semifinals. Hasn't happened here.
And now watch this. He's going out to the center of the table. Now, this is very unusual. Now, here, this is a break that most of the players use. Look at this break. Wow. What did we say?
Almost nearly.
Look, he made a ball. Wow. If one of the players had broke from that spot earlier, you watch how he breaks. Watch the 9. The 9 is going right towards the pocket. Almost goes in. Whoop, that was close. Well, you can see now he made the 3. The 3 happened to dribble, and look how close the 9 is, but he's got a problem. You see the cue ball is right next to the 2, right in this area. 1's over here. Here we get an overhead view of this. You can see that the angle is very tough. It's really tough to play in this pocket. It's really tough to play in this pocket. He's a little over a ball. So we'll have to see what happens here. I'm not going to make any predictions on this shot. Oh, yeah, that was, see, he was trying to avoid the scratch. I'll tell you the truth, I think he should have just overcut the ball on purpose and play safe. Now, see what he does?
He set it hard.
He's really worried about scratching in the right hand.
This is not a full player's dream, this shot.
So that was kind of a halfway. He really wanted to play safe, and he wanted to shoot at it. He kind of did in between. That's just what that was. Of course, Earl, by the way, he's in another situation. You see the cue ball is next to the 2 right here, and the line is directly. He may have to elevate the cue, and therefore, if he does that with a little English, the cue ball may curve.
Big shot here.
Well, that was very tough, too. See what happens there? When you're elevated, it's like a Massey. It's very, very tough to judge. And it's, 7-6, whatever
That's a hard
the
shot.
score is.
A lot of people are.
Yeah, that was very, very tough. He had hit this with a lot of right English, and the cue ball's curving maybe an inch to 2 inches.
Shots when you're jacked up like that.
Very tough. If the cue ball was away from the 2, then it would have been a relatively simple shot. So that's a similar shot that Johnny had. Exactly. Yeah. They both had a similar shot. Of course. Well, no, go ahead.
I was just going to say, Earl gave the audience a little education on the way back. You could hear him say, that's a tough shot, and here's why it's a tough shot. That's exactly what you said.
Yeah, he explains it. Well, here we go. Now, this is by no means an easy shot. You see the 1 is up here in this area. This is, I don't know. He could try and cut this in, but where the cue ball's going is, you see the 2 is in a really tough situation. If the 2 is more or less in somewhere here, something like that, it wouldn't be such a bad shot. But even if he makes the 1, he's still going to have a real tough. But he's going for it. I can see he's hitting this with low left English, trying to catch the rail first. Look at this. Yes. Watch out. Watch out. Wow. You know how tough that was? He actually cut the ball in. Unbelievable. Oh, here it is. This is the shot of the whole game right here. This could be the entire tournament. Look at this shot. He actually cuts this in with, look at that. Unbelievable. Look where the cue ball doesn't hit a ball coming towards the 4, misses the.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard Earl Strickland in the background just said, I just lost the tournament.
Yeah,
well, we'll see.
That was, I don't know about that. Wow. Look at that. How good did he hit those 2 balls? It's perfect on the 4. Look at this. Well, that's why he's world champion. You see he's got the 4. He's going to play the 4 down in here, past the 9. The 5 is right in this area. He can easily play the 5 after he plays the 4, but he's concerned about the 6 ball. He's really playing for an angle. See, he wants to get a nice angle on the 5 so he can go to the 6, which is near the 8, that little cluster of balls. See, he drew the cue ball back. Now he's going to play the 5. He's got a little angle to come this way, right into his shirt.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that can hurt.
Yeah. Let's see. He's going to follow the cue ball, I think, right up in the center of the table. Perfect. Little. See the angle? See, he drew the 4 back. All he had to do was just make the 5, a little bit of right English, 2 rails, perfect. That's the part of the game that takes you years to learn.
Yeah. And again, it looks so easy.
Huh? That's because he knew where to put the cue ball to make it look easy. That's the whole trick to pool. It's like that famous saying when a guy ran 150 balls, the guy said, well, it wasn't so tough because he never had a tough shot. You know, so that's what takes years to learn. Now he's got the 7. This is what a speed shot. He's just going to hit a little bit of left English. Come out in the center of the table again. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Well, it's a little bit more than he would like. He's got more angle, but he's going to cut this, I believe, towards, I don't know. This is a, wow. He's got a funny shot here, but this is by no means an easy shot. I'll guarantee you this will be going slow towards the pocket. He's going to cut it right where the 9 is. Nice shot. Yeah. See, he had the 9 for security there. He hit it perfect.
So this shot makes it 8-all. And there it is. And he's got the whip hand because he's got the cue stick. Well, just when it looked like Johnny Archer was dead and gone, he's right back. 8-all. 8-8, and Johnny Archer with the break. And this is really the shot of the match right here.
Well, I would say he's got the cue ball in the correct spot. As you noticed earlier, yes. The 9 went towards the hole.
Dance with what run you.
This is what it's all about right here. I mean, the breaker's got a tremendous advantage. He's got to make sure he doesn't go into pocket, though. Just what I called. You got to make sure you don't go in the pocket. Shannon, his girlfriend, she's eating her hair off on that one.
Brought Earl Strickland off the chair.
Wow, that was, that's the one thing you got to guard against. The 9 is actually going right for the side pocket. It looks like it's going in, hits the point, and the cue ball goes in now. Huh? What if it was the other way around? Wow. Well, we'll see what happens. Already, Earl's got the 2 on the 5. I don't know if that's a little in the way or what's going on there. He's shooting fast.
Yeah, I mean, he couldn't get to the table fast enough.
Oh, wow, look at this shot. Oh, my God.
I don't believe I hit that ball that bad.
Look, he said, you heard him. Wow, this is pretty tough here. You know, he wanted to be out in the center of the table. He really put himself, oh, here we go. Let's see what happens.
Still playing it fast.
Boy, he comes with some shots.
Becker says, yeah!
He likes it now.
Yeah,
he made a great shot there. I mean, you get froze on the rail. Are you kidding? That's why they're both up here. Okay, he's out in the center of the table. He's got a perfect angle on the 6. He can just draw the cue ball.
Takes a quick glance at the 7 and the 8.
He's got a little bit more angle than he likes.
Stroking.
He's going to draw the cue ball. 2 cushions under the 8.
2 shots away from a win here.
Johnny Archer can't believe it.
Uh-oh.
Cue ball's coming down.
Stop!
Earl playing the house here. This for the money. It is. Earl Strickland is the winner of the Los Angeles Open. His wife Lisa on her feet and cheering. Took the money back to Greensboro.
Boy, what a match, huh?
That was a terrific match and a great win for Earl Strickland. Congratulations from all his peers. C.J. Wiley over to give him a handshake.
Come on! Are they all gone?
A hug for Lisa, and he beat a quality player, and I think that really is significant.
Well, it was you listen to this crowd. What a crowd, huh? You think they don't love it?
Terrific. Well, standing O.
Well, the shot was simply well, here's a great shot. We're looking at another shot. I mean, look at that shot. There, under that circumstances, I mean, come on. Incredible shot, but
yeah, when he made that shot, in fact, there was almost no question about it. He was going to win this match. He's the champion in Los Angeles. Earl Strickland. It was not easy, but Earl Strickland is the champion. 9-8 over Johnny Archer, and he is $21,000 to the good. And right now, he's with Kevin Cusick. Kevin?
Okay, thank you, Barry. Never a dull moment with Earl Strickland or Johnny Archer. Earl, when he missed on that 9-ball, you couldn't get to the table quick enough.
Well, he actually scratched on the break, and I got out of line on a 3-ball, and I didn't think I was going to get out, but I did, and that's what counts.
Let's take a look here on that break when he went and nearly made the 9-ball, but you were still alive.
Yeah, anytime the 9's rolling like this, you think you're going to lose, but when I saw the cue ball going in the hole, I knew that I was going to win the match then, because we're playing the express roll, ball in hand anywhere.
Now, in the last rack, I said that you rolled the 9-ball in, but you corrected me. You fired it in, huh?
This is a shot, the 3-ball. I fired this ball in. That was the key to winning the match right there. If I don't hit that ball well, I'm going to miss it. And you see the pump of the fist there, and that's what won me the match.
And a happy reaction. You're a happy guy now. You're going to be even happier when we bring Jay Helford in. He's the tournament producer. Jay, you've got a nice check for Mr. Earl Strickland.
Earl, congratulations. You played great. On behalf of Brunswick and Championship Billiards, I'd like to give you this check for $21,000. My wife, Barbara, we've got a little trophy for you as well.
That's a beautiful trophy, Jay. I want to thank you, too, for hosting this tournament. It was one of the best tournaments I've ever been to. I played all over the world, and there's nothing like playing at home. But this is one of the nicest tournaments I've ever been to, and it was a nice crowd here. And I hope we can keep this tournament here in L.A., and I hope ESPN keeps doing a great job for us. And I appreciate everything, all the sponsors, everything. Thank you very much.
Okay, the tournaments are always great when you're winning, Earl, and you did just that. Congratulations.
Well, you can't always win. You have to learn how to accept the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat.
Well, for you, it's the thrill of victory. Congratulations. Enjoy the 21 grand and the trophy. Barry, back to you.
All right, thanks very much, Kevin, and congratulations again to Earl Strickland. Earl Strickland hasn't suffered from the agony of defeat too much. He was the player of the year 5 times, the world champion on no less than 4 occasions. He really got it going tonight, and he got it going against a very good player. In fact, a guy who was the hottest player on the tour coming in here. Earl Strickland is the champion here in Los Angeles, and a well-deserved win for him. He really had to suck it up, and when he needed to get it done, he got it done. That's a wrap for us. So for Kevin Cusick.
Historically, to win at pool, a player simply outshot his opponent. But something new has been added, the element of time. And now to defeat an opponent, you also have to beat the clock. Tonight, it's 9-ball at its best from the Cook Convention Center in Memphis, Tennessee, where the finest pool players in the world will compete in the Pro Billiards Tour Championship.
And hello, everyone. I'm Kevin Cusick. Working along with me on the show, he's known as the Rifleman. If you're watching ESPN last week, you saw Buddy Hall beat Johnny Archer in the final of the Challenge of Champions. Buddy Hall, welcome to the show, and welcome to Memphis, Tennessee.
Well, it's good to be here.
You know, this week we've got a semifinal, first matchup, semifinal number 1 here in Memphis. In Dennis Hatch, he goes against Earl Strickland. Now, I talked to Dennis Hatch before the show, and he said that he likes Earl Strickland's style of play. Now, if you haven't seen Earl Strickland play, he plays awfully fast. He loves to shoot quick. We really will have 2 quick shooters tonight.
We certainly will, and I'll tell you something else, too. Both these guys, when it comes to breaking the balls, they'll rattle the rafters when they hit them. You got a lot to look forward to. Now, we started with 64, a 64-man field. We're down to just the semifinals, and the clock has played a major part in this tournament. There's 20-second shot clock and 2 20-minute halves. You're playing not only against your opponent, but against the clock. Yes, you certainly are. You've got to keep the game close. If you can keep the game close, think well, execute well, we're going to see a great match.
Okay, well, we'll look forward to your comments. When we come back, we will have the lag for the break. Stay with us right here on ESPN.
This program is being brought to you by Mayuchi Originals, custom pool cue makers, the choice of champions worldwide. And co-sponsored by Gandy, the pool table choice of the Pro Billiards Tour Championship. And Cue Gloves by Sir Joseph. They let you enjoy the game more.
Welcome back to Memphis, Tennessee, and Mayuchi's Pro Billiard Tour Championship. Lagging for the break. Once again, I mentioned there are 2 20-minute halves, and this will decide easily. Earl Strickland wins the break, and that brings Earl to the table. And, Buddy, we talked about Earl's play in the Open, about him being a very fast shooter. The situation here with this tournament, the clock has certainly helped his game.
Well, it doesn't take away from his game. Earl plays fast. The clock, it just adds excitement for the crowd.
Now at the table is Dennis Hatch. He's ranked number 19th on the Pro Tour. 21 years old. He's one of the younger fellows on the tour, Buddy, but he certainly doesn't shoot that way. He shoots like an old pro.
Now, this game's a lucky game. We got to get shots, and that's what I'm doing right now. That's why I seem to be beating everybody.
It looks to me like he might have a little bit of a situation here with the 5 and 7. He comes up, he's got to figure out a way to move the 5 and 7 out.
A quick review of the tournament rules. There are 2 20-minute halves, a 20-second shot clock for the player at the table, 25 for the incoming player. Loser breaks, incoming player can shoot or pass. All fouls ball in hand to the opponent, and there will be a sudden death if at the end of 40 minutes of regulation play there is a tie, and there is 1 timeout per half per player. And it looks as though Dennis Hatch has got an easy rack from here on out, Buddy.
Well, he's got really a problem here with the 5 ball. He's either going to have to play the 5 across the corner, which he did. And this is where this format really shows up. If you happen to miss, then your opponent has the option to tell you to go ahead and shoot or take the shot itself.
Oh, and Dennis Hatch scratches on that shot. You're right, though. That's where it becomes difficult.
Well, you got to get a little lucky. We all know that, and hope I get some good rolls. But Dennis is a fine player. I got to play my best pool. He's eager. He's more eager than I am, and I just got to get up there and play good and get good breaks in the match.
What's been interesting about this format is we've seen some games earlier in the tournament where players are actually literally running around the table.
Right. I've seen one, for instance, a man shot a shot. The cue ball went 4 rails for position. When it stopped, it was in the middle of the table. He had 8 seconds left on the shot clock, needed a bridge, and the referee wasn't close.
Right. Now, you talk about that right there. You saw the players help him get the balls to the rack, because while the tournament referee racks the balls, the clock continues to run. Tournament referee in this case is Joe Kerr from Akron, Ohio. And Dennis Hatch is at the table now.
Well, the situation here is he's got to make the 1 and get position on the 2, which is right here. Okay, now there's where he has the option again to either take the shot or pass.
Dennis had a big win this year, the $10,000 Hard Times Open, a 9-ball tournament out in Southern California. He beat Jay Swanson, who's a top 20 player, 13-2, and he beat him in only 40 minutes. So he's really been playing a quick style this year, he says.
Oh, he plays like lightning, and he plays good while he's doing it.
But really, Earl Strickland is probably the fastest player on the tour in terms of
Earl
shot.
is the fastest with the most experience. Earl's been out here now for the last 10, 12 years, playing great at this speed right here.
Well, he's up 1-0 now with just over 16 minutes to play in the first half over Dennis Hatch. And there you see Earl Strickland goes up to a quick 2-0. It took him 4 minutes to go up to 2-0, and we're playing loser breaks here. So that brings Dennis Hatch back to the table.
And the winner of this match, too, Kevin, goes to play. They'll be in third place, playing for second with a shot to play for the title.
Right. 2-ball and the 5-ball in the top left corner of your screen. Goes down in the break for Dennis.
That's what I was talking about. Well, this combination right here, if he can knock this in, I don't see any problems at all with this rack.
Well, we shall soon see, since he executed the first shot very nicely.
All he's got to do is make sure that he doesn't get out of line here, that he plays proper position on the 4 to get to the 7.
Now, Dennis has been playing in pro tournaments since he was 15 years old. He's 21 right now, but he's one of the top young players on the tour. He won the Junior Open at the ripe age of 17. You might say he's a comer.
Right, he is a comer. He may have gotten in trouble here. He may have gotten straight in. If he got straight in, he's on the rail. I don't know. Yeah.
He kissed it, but not enough. He leaves it wide open for Earl Strickland to come up and finish it off, and he does. The score now is 3 for Earl Strickland and a goose egg for Dennis Hatch. We'll be back with more. Stay with us. Welcome back to Memphis, Tennessee. Kevin Cusick along with Buddy Hall, and at the table now is Dennis Hatch. He is down 3-0 over Earl Strickland. Nothing sinks on the break. And Dennis has been clocked with a radar gun, and his break is 32 miles an hour, one of the fastest breaks on the Pro Tour today. 32 miles an hour is awfully quick. It's such a short distance between the rack and the cue ball.
Oh, it's like
that's a lot of speed in a short distance.
It's like a 30-06. It hits hard.
The fastest guy on the tour is David Howard. And Earl Strickland was playing very aggressive there. He was going for the 9 there.
Right, he was playing a billiard combination on the 9. And he liked to made it. He didn't miss him just an inch or so.
This is the loser semifinal, the loser bracket semifinal, which means the winner here will go on to play Mike Massey, who lost and is now in the other loser semifinal. In the final is Roger Griffiths. We'll be seeing him on a later date on ESPN in the final here at the Matche Pro Billiards Tour Championship. Dennis Hatch makes quick work of the 3-ball, now shooting for the 4.
Right. All he's got to do is pretty much get on the 5-ball here, and he's in good shape.
So that's where the trouble spot is, the 5-ball?
The trouble spot there was the 5.
5-ball is the orange ball here, right down next to the corner pocket, and in it goes.
Right, the 6 is next to the 9 there. He'll just maybe bump this in off the 6. I don't know, depending.
But Buddy, 20 seconds is an awfully short period of time for some of these players that like to take their time and look the table over and look it over once again.
Right, it is a short amount of time, but the speed these guys play, it was once, we saw a professional at one time play. He shot the 7, the 8, and the 9, and the 7 hung up. So
well,
they play fast.
Right there just won his first game. The score now is 3-1. We talked about loser breaking. That brings Earl Strickland to the table. There's 11:42 left to play in the first half. And when he lifts the rack, Earl Strickland will have 10 seconds to break. And that's part of the rules here, the new rules that they're using here in Memphis, Tennessee. The Pro Tour is trying out some new things. It's a tour that's still developing some new ideas. And this idea, Buddy, is one that I think really will work well for television.
Well, he has to hit the 2, which is right here. If he doesn't, what? He shot a jump shot there. He made contact with the 2, but the cue ball hit the rail and came back over and scratched in the corner, which was unlucky. But these rules, you have to go at the ball.
Dennis Hatch is the runner-up at the 91 U.S. Open. And he was the runner-up at last year's U.S. Open. He lost to you, buddy.
Yeah, by 1 game. Well, here all he's got to do is just stay in line. If he gets properly on the 4, which, nah. Okay, the 4's right here. He has to play position on this ball, probably coming underneath it. Or maybe even into the back of it, which he elected to do.
That's exactly what he does.
With these rules, we have so many variables.
There's a lot of situations
right,
that arise with the shot clock.
Right. It demands shot making, position play. Even on the fouls, there's an interesting thing coming up there, Kevin, with the fouls. Notice the referee holds the cue ball in his hand. The time clock doesn't start until the referee hands the cue ball to the opponent.
And Dennis Hatch pulls within just 1. The score now is 3-2, 9:51 remaining in the first half. And that shot clock brings Earl Strickland to the table awfully quick. That's what's really great about this shot clock. Just another review of the shot clock rules: 2 20-minute halves, 10 seconds to break when he lifts the rack as he did there, 25 seconds to the incoming player, 20 seconds to shoot to the player at the table. The shot clock is reset after each shot, and the clock stops on all fouls, and it also stops on timeouts. Obviously, there's a 2-minute timeout that each player can take, 1 per half.
He has a little bit of a problem here. The cue ball is upstairs over the 6. He has to move. Now, he's elected to play the 2 ball in this side pocket.
Buddy, when you're playing a match, how many
may
shots
go in the
down
corner.
the road are you thinking? How many, 2, 3 shots ahead?
Right, you play 3 balls ahead as a rule. Now, an interesting thing happened there, Kevin. When he shot that ball, he bumped the 5. He moved the 5 over in front of the 4. Now he's got to play a combination, plus be able to get into a position to either break the 4 or 5 out, or he's
the
either
4 or
got to
5
break
there
the
on the
4 or
rail
5
being
out.
the trouble spot.
Right. Here's the trouble spot. Here's 3. He's got to figure out a way to get from here to here or right into the balls. Oh, he missed the 3.
And he would have got there. It seems like the cue ball would have been heading in that direction, but it was headed off at the pass by the 3 ball.
Right. I would say he probably banked this ball and played position for the, well, no, he played the 9.
He did play the 9.
He played the 9. He played the shortcut.
Well, we said this is an aggressive game, and Earl Strickland's never shy of playing aggressive.
No, he isn't. Looks like we're going to be knotted up here, 3-3.
Well, he pulled those 2 balls off very nicely.
Right. Here, if all these guys have to do is get on the 7. If he gets on the 7 ball, I don't see any problems. There you go. Now just shoot and stop. He's okay.
so Dennis Hatch ties the score. There's just over 7 minutes left in the first half. We'll be back with more billiards on ESPN. Stay with us. Welcome back to the Pro Billiard Tour on ESPN. At the table now is Earl Strickland. He's ranked number 7 in the world coming into this tournament. He's beat some top players to get here. He's had to play his way out of the loser bracket.
Okay, our problem ball is the 4, the 3 to the 4. He has to get in line on the 2 to play position on the 3 in order to get to the 4. Now he has a problem. The 3 ball, which is located right here, the 2 ball is here. He has to figure out a way to get right in this area in order to get position on the 4 ball.